Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? I hope you're well. Today inshallah I'm back with a beautiful, amazing, classic Moroccan dish, couscous بدفية. Couscous with raisins and onions and pumpkins. So inshallah follow up the video with me, open the video to find out how I'll make this amazing dish. I need, let's prepare inshallah the sauce. I need one baby chicken, cut in medium slices. Also two medium onions, chopped as well. Then some coriander and parsley. I don't cut the coriander and parsley, I leave it like that. I just put it like that in a bunch. And then also I will be adding 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 cube of turmeric. Not turmeric, sorry, saffron. And 1 cup of oil mixed between vegetable oil and olive oil. And I will be adding 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Then mix that and leave it to cook. I will put it to cook. Here again, I'm just mixing the chicken well with the onions so all the sauce get together nice. If you have a cinnamon stick as well, you can add some cinnamon stick. I think I had, but I didn't have like a good one, so I had just the small pieces. You know, when you were the last, the pack is almost finished, you left with the small pieces. I just add, I think, 2. I throw 2 in there. But if you have cinnamon sticks at home, yeah, you can add 1 or 2 of cinnamon stick to the chicken. Here I came now to prepare the topping for the couscous, and this is which is called Tfaya in Morocco. It's actually just a sauce made with onions and raisins, chickpeas, as you will see inshallah in the video. I'm chopping my onions here in a big slices. Don't chop them small. You have to be in this slice, big, because when they cook, actually onions also when they cook they go small by themselves anyway. So cut them big. Make sure you cut them big. I will be adding again the same spices that I add to my chicken. I will be adding to my onions. So again, but I'm not using teaspoon this time. I'm using half of teaspoon. So half teaspoon turmeric, half teaspoon ginger powder, half teaspoon black pepper, and half teaspoon of salt. And now I'm adding 4 teaspoon of cinnamon, sorry, not ginger, cinnamon powder. And then I will add just a pinch of coriander and parsley chopped. Also will be adding between 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil, just normal vegetable oil. And then I will put that again to cook in a low heat. Make sure you leave the heat is low because the onions have no liquid in it. So if you leave it very high, will burn for you. Leave it low, and because when the onions has reduced their own sauce especially when they're very in a low heat. So make sure you leave it in a low heat. As I left that to cook, I will be preparing the rest of the ingredients. So I have here 1 cup of raisins. Cover them with water and put them aside, and also 1 tin of chickpeas, so that I will be adding afterward to my onions. Here only checking again on my onions, and I'm just mixing them well so the spices all blend together. Here I'm just checking my chicken, they're doing well. So here I came to the next topping that I will be using for my couscous is pumpkins and squash. Why I add pumpkins here, I had it at home, but if you don't have it at home, then you can just use a squash. In Morocco, actually, we use pumpkins, but the pumpkins in Morocco is very sweet, is very nice taste on it. This one, it was not, the pumpkin was not very sweet, so I said I will mix them too. Usually I hear when I'm in England, usually I use only squash. I found squash much better. The story behind the pumpkins, I have a neighbor, which is, mashallah, her father has a farm and they grow up there. So she gets some and she shared some with me, mashallah. So I said, I got it at home, I better use it. But it came very nice, mashallah. I have done, I have add some honey to it to make it, to bring the sweetness out, inshallah, as you will see in the video. One thing I want to say as well, this couscous has a different ways of making it. Everybody have their own touch. So this way is my way. This is my touch, how I make it myself. So like there is a different ways of I think with cooking everybody have their own touches, have their own ways of cooking, subhanallah, and everybody has their tip fingers in there, you know, the flavors, subhanallah. Everybody has you can make the same way as somebody and your come tastier than other person, or the other person comes tastier than you, subhanallah. Here I'm preparing now the pumpkins and the squash that I prepared earlier. We'll be adding like a little bit spice on it, but this time just like a pinch of each. Again, I add turmeric, ginger powder, and also pinch of black pepper and cinnamon powder, and oil, of course, just the vegetable oil, and then I will put that to cook. Here where I told you earlier on the video that you have to add a sauce in the extra sauce on the chicken, because you will be using it for the pumpkin to cook and also for the onions as well. So I'm adding here just a bit, like 3 to 4 spoons of sauce, as you see it in the video very clear, alhamdulillah. So here I will mix everything well and leave it to cook, inshallah. Here I came back to my onions. As you see, they're almost done now. When they arrive this stage, now you will be adding your raisins and your chickpeas, and also you will be adding the sugar, which is the key for this for this dish, because this dish between sour and sweets, this couscous, we have actually in Morocco, as we know in Morocco restaurants, is a lot of sour and sweetness, as we have plums tagine, if you heard of it, lamb plums tagine, and we have like Tfaya, which is a sweet and sour as well. We have this couscous, Bedfية, is a sweet, a lot of sweetness and sour in our dishes. So now I add the raisins, I add the chickpeas, and I'm adding 4 tablespoons of sugar. This is an optional. You can add sugar or honey. You can place it with honey as well if you don't want the sugar. But yes, you have to add something to get that sweetness on that onions. As I add the sugar, I will cover it now and leave it to cook again at least another 10 to 15 minutes till they get that nice golden colors on them. As left everything now, alhamdulillah, everything is cooking. I need to move to the final step, which is I will be making my couscous now. So this way is actually Moroccan traditional ways of making the couscous. We have to steam our couscous. We don't cook our couscous in the microwave. So here we wash it well, and inshallah you will see how I'm going to steam it. You can use any steamer, either electric steamer or the pan steamers, like just use it on the cooker. I'm sure everyone has a steamer at home. Either you steam your vegetables on or other things. If you don't have a steamer, then you don't have no other ways to cook it, then you can use the microwave, but really I advise you to use the steamer. That's the way we make it back home, subhanallah. So here I washed my couscous, as you see, rinsed the water over it. Then I will be adding now teaspoon of salt, and again about between 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. Oil is very important because it doesn't let your couscous get squashed together, stay nice and fluffy. So make sure you add the oil. Then I will leave it aside to rest about till 15 to 20, between 15 to 20 minutes. Now, as you see, I came back to check on my pumpkin, and now is the pumpkin almost cooked. I will be adding some honey. I didn't measure honey here, but I just squeezed some on it, but really between maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. And then I'm adding also, this is optional here. This is only me. I add this to it. Some people do, some people not. But I really like the flavor. I add a blossom water, teaspoons of blossom water to my pumpkin. And I will leave it to cook again for a bit more. As you see, my onions now almost getting ready. Can you see that golden brown color in there? So everything actually almost done now. Here I came back to my couscous. As you see, I left it to rest, and then when I come back, is also when you leave it to rest, it doubles on size. So now, as you see, the couscous is doubled in size and it's nice and fluffy. I'm opening it between my hands so I don't leave any lump or anything like that. So it have to be nice and fluffy before I start steaming it. Here, as you see, I came back, everything is done. My pumpkin looks perfect. My chicken cooked as well, and also my raisins. Alhamdulillah. Here I came now to steam the couscous. This is what I meant by the steamer. We have 2 pieces of it, like a pan and then the steamer on top. So we put water on the bottom part, and then we will put the steamer up and we will steam our couscous on it. And I said this is if you don't have the steamer, then you can use microwave. And also here on this step, I will be steaming my couscous 2 times. So I will put it to steam for the first 10 to 15 minutes till the steam come through the couscous. Then I will return it back on my plate. Then I will also add 1 cup of water more to the couscous because it double it in size again. So more water you add, you get it nice and fluffy, but it have to be measured. You don't just add water as well. So after steamed for the first time, I will return it to my plate, and then I will add 1 cup of water, not all of it together. I will be adding water slowly as I'm mixing it and getting the couscous mixed together, and you get it nice and fluffy again, subhanallah, before we put it back again in the steamer for the final steam. So you follow up inshallah and you see what I mean. So the first steam is done, so I'm just returning it back in my plate. But I was almost put it in the kitchen worktop instead of the plate, so make sure you don't do like me. Make sure you hold the steamer very well so you don't hand up almost spilling it like me. But alhamdulillah, I saved the day, so I did make sure it was on the plate in the end of the day. Now I'm mixing. I had the cup of water next to me. As you see, I add some water now, but make sure here is the couscous really hot, so make sure you use a spoon or something to support you so you don't burn your hand. and you will be adding the water slowly, gradually. Don't add it in one go. So add a little bit, mix well till the water like goes nicely, is soaked with the couscous, and then you add another part slowly like that, and you're building it up inshallah till you finish all the water. And it takes you about 5 minutes here, so you don't retain it to steam quickly. Have to be make sure the water, all the couscous drank all the water. And I do apologize actually for the language. So English is not my first language, so sometimes I might say some word, they sound weird, or I'm not saying them right, so I do apologize for that. Alhamdulillah, now I put the couscous to steam for the second time, and it's done now. Finally, it's done, and we're ready to have our dinner. Actually, I made this video. Actually, I done it I record this video about a week or 2 weeks ago, subhanallah, and I just didn't have a time to put it on. And as if you noticed, my followers, they might notice that I'm not been uploading videos for a while now. Subhanallah, just keep me in your du'as. I've been not well for a while. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, whatever we get is a blessing from Allah. Illness is blessing. So inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me shifa soon. And I did make this. It was on Friday evening. As we know, in England, we don't have a lunch. We do have a lunch, but most of our our family at work, my husband is at work, and children in school. So really, we don't really have a gathering. Couscous have to have like a family meal. So alhamdulillah, I did make it for dinner. So we had it for dinner. So it was in the evening. So we are ready now. My children waiting for the dinner, and I'm just going to prepare it now, inshallah, and put all that yummy stuff in top, and we will enjoy, inshallah, our dinner. So inshallah, if you watched up to here, please support me by liking the video, sharing with friends and family, inshallah. I will appreciate it, inshallah. It just that support to give me a motivation to carry on and put more videos, inshallah. As you know, it's not an easy work. It's tiring. And I'm doing everything by myself, like videoing, editing. I'm not very good at editing also. So please, inshallah, support me. Make me feel like I am doing something benefit for others. I hope, inshallah, if it's benefit for you and you enjoyed it, please, inshallah, share and support me by liking my videos, sharing them with friends and family. And jazakumullahu khairan for watching.